Welcome to Hardcore Garage. Like I said in the last video, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I need to get a thermostat put in the Cameo. I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is. I didn't have no heat when I drove it last time. And the thermostat, or the temp gauge, never came up off 0, so I'm assuming that it's stuck open. Pretty easy thing to do. If you haven't done this before, I'll try to explain as simply as I can. Let's take a look. I'm Johnny Garage Johnson, and this is Hardcore Garage. Sorry about the noise in the background. It's lime juice charging the batteries, like always. Let's back away here a little bit. First thing you're going to have to do is pop this bad boy off, and you can either disconnect it here from this hose, or there's a screw right there, and I believe that's it, and that whole thing will come off. So we're going to yank that out of there first. Yes, I know I need a haircut. Or a shave, whatever you want to call it. I haven't shaved my face either. Feeling kind of burly. No, I can't grow a beard. I don't know if that'll give you guys a good angle or not. This isn't a hard thing to do here. And yes, it's going to leak out on the, you know what too? This thing's been converted. I think I got some deck school. Shouldn't be a lot of fluid in this thing. Oh, my cats are gonna love it. That is one good thing about deck school, guys, is whatever they put in it isn't sweet smelling like antifreeze, so your cats generally leave it alone. It's nice though, real nice. Now I'm guessing that's a 15 mil. Nope. It's 9/16, go figure. Lose some more fluid as soon as this pops up off of here. Oh yeah. Drain away, guys. Drain away. I got a bubble. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Rubber gasket there, okay. I was gonna say, I don't think there's even a gasket on this thing. Soak some of that out there so I can clean the top. Get a halfway good seal. Do some wicking action here. In too. Good thing I got stocks and paper towels. Oh yeah, we're gonna scrape that bad boy with a razor blade. It's got some real quality. See if we can. You want to scrape away from the hole, if at all possible. Don't let the junk go in the hole. Sometimes you don't get to do what you want to do. Always hold your tongue the right way when you're doing it too. It's one of the most important things is where you put your tongue in your mouth when you're working. Trust me. try to suck a little bit more of that up out of there, just because I think when I drop the thermostat down in there, it's going to raise the level. Pull this seal off. And somebody has used sealant on there, and I really don't think you should do that. Honestly, you'll get caulk, or no, it ain't caulk, it's whatever, gasket maker. You'll get that stuff down inside your cooling passageways and stuff. I was always taught just to rely on the gasket unless you're in a pinch. Upon further inspection, what I think the sealant was because the holes actually penetrate into the block, so I think they put sealant on the bolts to make sure that it doesn't leak out through here also, which is probably a good idea. Will I do it? No. We got our gasket here. And this is just a regular old gasket. Thermostat goes in first. There's a little groove that it sits down in. The one on the right is the old one. This is the new one. They do look a little different. I can't tilt my hands. This one's a little fatter as far as like the probe inside, but this one doesn't look like it's stuck open. Maybe I've got a little more serious issues than I think. We're just gonna have to see. I was really struggling through this part. I so wish that it would have been a sticky-sided gasket. I'd also like to add, to make sure when you put the thermostat in, that the little spring side is down in the motor. And it's probably easiest to go ahead and put your bolts in the water neck or thermostat housing, whatever you call it, and drop the bolts down into the holes as you lower it, tightening each side. Make sure if you've got DexCool in your system that you only use DexCool. I know there's a lot of DexCool haters out there, but the fact is, if your system isn't tainted with water or regular antifreeze, DexCool does exactly what it's supposed to do. And like I mentioned earlier, you've got a whole lot less chance of your animals trying to drink this crap. Man, put a lot more on the ground than I thought. Let it drain down in there a little bit. I'm not going to run it in here. What I'll do is I'll go for a ride, let it cool off, and then open her back up. With a little bit of luck, we'll have some heat. Got another dog transport to run this week. I would love to do it in this truck, honestly. Did I lose my screw? I think so. I found it. I'm sure that's not the factory screw. Get this mass air back on here. I think that air cleaner's a bit big for that. It was an S10 air cleaner, an air filter. For your car so it doesn't get coated. And I don't know what that goes to, man. It didn't fit up under that other notch unless this piece is too short or something. I wonder if that's why my certainly that wouldn't affect the idle. Alright, wash hands, go for a ride. out to the end of the driveway, and I can already feel some heat. I definitely have heat. It ain't super hot yet, but it looks like my temperature gauge is going up. It'll take me a minute. I'm gonna go down the road and see. Car behind me. Temperature gauge is definitely up, and it was not moving at all before, so I'm gonna call that a win. I don't even have the vent on right now, or I guess it's on low. I don't have it blowing on anything other than just straight low. And yeah, I'm already warm, so that's awesome. Definitely a 5-minute fix. 5 to 10, 15 minutes if you don't know what you're doing, but we're gonna call it a 5-minute fix because it's a super easy thing that you can do by yourself, at home, and probably save yourself quite a bit of money. I'll turn around right here. This thing's filthy, so I'm not worried about the mud. That's where I'm at right now, is in some mud. And before I take off, let's just do one more little, in case you're new to the channel or you haven't been watching for the last month or maybe even 2 months, check this out right here. Oh wait, you see that where it says Hardcore Garage? Oh, limo window. Go back through my videos and just search for limo, and you'll see this is an old school C.R. Lawrence power light is what they called it. Basically a limo window, and it's the coolest mod you'll ever see in a mini truck. I won't say coolest bolt-in mod. How about that? Yeah. All right, guys. We checked another thing off the list, and now we just got to wait and see when I try to drive something else what broke since I fixed this. It's like they're like needy children. You fix one, or you give one something, the others want something. I'm serious too. Y'all take it easy. Hope you have a fabulous weekend whenever this comes out. Keep on trucking.